Greetings and salutations, everyone. It is time once again for another road least traveled video. This time we're actually going to do the Sacred Helm. Sorry, it took me a second to remember the name of the quest. But it's inside the steam tunnels here. But instead of heading off to the left, we're gonna head over to the right. We're gonna take this right tunnel. Shoot all these kobolds. I wish they had stopped dropping bags though, because I am compelled to pick them up. This is my way. Alright. Alright, so here's the little kobold that's going to give us the questicle here, and the quest is right behind him, so it's pretty helpful. Alright. I mentioned a couple of different times and a couple of different things that at this low level I really enjoy having the Bard hireling here as my helper. The Bard song kind of pushes us over in a couple of places, so it works out pretty nice. Works out pretty good. Alright, so the first thing you're going to notice is there's actually quite a bit of trash in various locations on this quest. A bunch on the ground, a bunch ranging us from above. If you take your time and kind of work your way around here, you can kind of creep around without opening yourself up to too much fire at once. Which is kind of the idea, you know. You don't want to take too much at once. Make the other guy stand out in the open and take shots. All right, so this door is where we want to go, but this door is locked. So we have to go to the west. As you can tell, it has a valve to open. Right, you're going to notice the spot go off. This is an area where a series of spike traps are going to come up out of the ground. I have seen people in the hardcore server get murdered in to these traps in this quest. Right here is pretty common, but the next one's the heartbreaker. Alright, so we duck around. This alcove right here is where the trap is. The controls, it's just a lever. The next one are boxes like normal traps. Also, when you pull the lever, it tries to shoot you in the bum. Excuse me. A couple of stealth guys up there. Ooh, nasty. Man, the chat is lively this morning. I'm enjoying this for sure. Alright, now we have the correct key. Also, while we're at it, we can throw a alchemist file at our feet. Even though we are on Reaper mode, we can get enough hit points out of the deal that we're down. These monsters, they're dropping the sacks where I have to back up and get them. Don't like it. Don't like it. Let's get our auto rune arm on. Anything we can do to increase our DPS we should consider. Alright, while we're up here we have a lever to pull on this side and a lever to pull on the other side. Again, this is a good opportunity for hirelings to kind of help speed up the process. you can send one off to pull like the easy to see lever, and then you can head to this one. Alright, then once that's done, we can jump down. We did all of that to be able to walk through this door right there. Alright, there's going to be two ogres here. One that we can easily see, and one that'll duck around back here. Something is shooting at us. Pick this up. Don't really need that. This door is a shrine. So back behind that ogre shaman. It tends to, if people tend to need it, they typically wait until after this next bit. This next bit has again, a tendency to really cause people some trouble in various ways. First way is there's a nasty trap right here. And the thing to keep in mind about this trap is that it activates twice, essentially. So we'll jump over here. This trap box, and then while we're disabling the trap box, we'll see if our bar will be good enough to throw us a little bit of love. So this is a big nasty blade trap that slices across this area. Now there's a second trap box here because, as I mentioned, it activates a second time, once on your way in, and then it reprimes and opens on the way back out. Oh, look at all these wolves. Hey, thank you very much for the biddies, my friend. Appreciate you too. I love you. 3,000. So good morning, Wood. Alright, so now we've disabled the trap box for our...
I love you 3,000.
Our return. Hey, Wood. Thank you very much for the bits. Love you 3,000 as well. Appreciate you. Alright, there's a little optional right there that you can get. Be careful because those exploding barrels can wreck you if you end up setting those off. Always love how they climb the ladders with one hand. It's a long ladder to climb one-handed. For sure, for sure. Alright, so this little area right here can also be really problematic because there's a high density of mobs, and whenever there's a high density of mobs, specifically on Reaper, it's pretty easy to get Reapers, I guess would be the correct word. And then you'll notice that the two hobgoblins up on the ledge up here on this high ground were both casters. I will warn you that they do cast both Flame Strike and Hold Person, so it can be very bad to fail some saves right here. Right. But what is really cool is you can jump down, not to climb back down this ladder, and if you don't have Feather Fall, it doesn't mean that you have to take a bunch of damage. You can fall down those little platforms. Alright, so had we not disabled the trap on the way back, we would have to worry about deadly danger, but we did, so we can move on. Wrong pipe. Wrong pipe indeed. Alright. Try to get the hireling in there. Come on, just shrine. Thank you. Alright, and she's taking a siesta. Perfect. Alright, so as we run through this area, we're actually going to get a situation where there is a pretty large open room with quite a few mobs. And it's not... There are some places that you can funnel guys into. And we'll kind of talk about that in just a second. But just keep in mind that if you're not very careful, You can easily get overwhelmed in this room just by sheer number of mobs. Looks like we're going to have a real problem as well with the casters and the number of champs right here. Collectible. Get our feet wet. Here we go. This is the room I was talking about. So, again, because this room can get so carried away, you kind of want to be careful with your pulls. See, here's a way that you can kind of funnel them in just a little bit. But if you pulled, like, say, both sides, the left and the right side, at the same time, you could very easily end up in a situation where there's just too many mobs, too many casters, and too many stealth trash mobs coming in on you. Like this guy right here. I've also seen situations where these guys get pulled while they're still fighting the top up here, and because of this ramp they can get up there and get you. So because I'm ranged, I'm going to stay back here and try to get them before they can get us, but it is not uncommon to have to go down there and get them. Again, as always, just be really careful that you don't end up over gathering mobs due to like a Reaper or something. This is another good opportunity for hireling management to shine. We have a lever here and a lever here. Both of these bridges are trapped, so I like to use a hireling. Even if the hireling doesn't get over there to activate the traps or activate the lever, there's a reasonable shot that they will see. She got shot in the back right there. There's a reasonable chance that they'll at the very least activate the traps for us so we can see what's going on. In this case, she did a great job. Right down here is going to be a couple of oozes. And we're actually pretty close to the end of the quest. In fact, the exception of clearing out the oozes and possibly shrining if you need to, quest is basically done. Invite. Alright, so this room would be a shrine for you if you need it. Right there. Then at the other end with the two pulled crystals now, we can head to the invite. Again, we're going to make sure our shield spell is fresh. And our protection from evil so we don't get knocked down real bad. We're going to clean up the best we can. Get whatever aggro you can. Bring it back to this doorway is my preferred method to deal with it. I know some people will just charge around in there and run in a circle or whatever, but I'd rather err on the side of having natural blockage. Some of the archers don't come up to get us. Looks like in this case most of them did. Alright, one more to go. Good to go. Once the room is cleared out, the chest will spawn. Picking up the helm completes the quest. Now, a lot of people will recall out right here. However, you just run to the back of the room. There's actually a tunnel to the steam, or a door to the steam tunnels, and you can just walk back out. Saves quite a bit of time over a recall. Alright everybody, well that was the Sacred Helm. Thank you very much for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like, subscribe, follow buttons. I appreciate it. Interact with the video if you would mind. Leave a comment or whatever. And of course, this is taken as part of our twitch.tv/SamusGaromo live streams, which you can check out pretty much every day. So hope to see you guys real soon, and we'll see you next time. Toodles.